Yo, man, we back with another one. I know I ain't been posting in a minute, but it been like, when I first started posting on this channel, I had just moved into this crib. Y'all see my background was like, I had the PC, blank wall, like I ain't really had anything set up. But now I'm settled in, man. I've been ordering so much stuff, so I'm just finna give y'all like 4 or 5 videos every day, man. So make sure y'all like, comment, man, on this video. We finna get right into it.
Oh my God. Pooh Shiesty's legal team is fighting for him to get released on bond after not only Pooh Shiesty's dad, but Big 30 were released from the feds. Now, they're obviously on like home detention, ankle bracelets, whatever, right? It's very strict. But
I ain't gonna lie, my boy Pooh Shiesty, he had a $20,000 summer, bro. Like, how do you blow a $20,000, $30,000 summer, bro? Like, he was gonna eventually get out of that deal, bro. Like, eventually you was gonna get out of that. I mean, you probably were never gonna get your master's back, but you had a chance to make some money that nobody, majority of the people in the world don't got to make. Like,
free. Pooh Shiesty, his legal team put in a request.
You chose the, like, come on, bro.
For the same treatment, and they clapped back with 65 pages of get the f out of here.
Damn.
You want to make hundreds of dollars from your phone?
65 pages of
bond and should remain in jail.
Government.
People oppose this bond and should remain in jail.
Government says rapper Pooh Shiesty is simply too dangerous to be out on bond. The rapper's real name is Lontrell Williams Jr. He is asking to be released on bond ahead of his trial. You may remember he and 8 other men, including his father, are accused in the January robbing and kidnapping of his record label owner, Gucci Mane. The other defendants, including Shiesty's father, and
that sound like some reckless shit. Like, nigga, you tried to rob you, like, to the courthouse of the people. Like, to us, that's Gucci Mane. Like, he was gang banging back in the day, but to them, they looking at it like, nigga, you just tried to rob. Like, they looking at Gucci Mane like he a businessman. Like, they not looking at Gucci Mane like he a, you feel me, just a regular nigga who was right. They looking at Gucci Mane like he a businessman. He got them artists. They looking at him like any other executive. He got off-duty security, you feel me, police officers. They looking at Gucci Mane like he a, you feel me, he a civilian. So it's like, it's over with for my boy. I ain't gonna lie. They got this shit on camera, man. Free Pooh Shiesty, man. But it's like, gang, somebody gotta say it, man. This shit over with for him.
For Big 30.
He for sure finna do at least, I don't even want to put no time on that man, gang.
They're already out on bond, but here's this new filing. Prosecutors argue Shiesty should not
This lady speaks in slow motion.
be allowed out under any circumstance.
Wait, if you were
Man,
locked
she
up
is
at any
talking slow as hell. Why she reading it that slow? And why do they got her reading that shit? Like, come on, man.
Intention on playing that video, but this is my first time listening to it, and I just can't get past how slow she speaks. So I'm just gonna read y'all the documents, because we got shit to do today. We ain't got all this time to be listening to this lady barely get through what she's talking about. Now, this is Pooh Shiesty's motion for de novo review, or basically just to get out of the feds. Now, the introduction is going to be talking about how he got hit with this kidnapping and conspiracy to commit extortion case on La Gooch. We already know that, right? But it would state he was arrested on April 1st, and nearly 3 months after the alleged incident, he was later indicted on April 28th. Throughout that entire period, he was on electronic monitoring. His location was known to law enforcement around the clock, and he did nothing to evade scrutiny. He made every check-in, he passed every drug test, he did not run. But I mean, homie, that's kind of the reason why they're like, no, we ain't letting you out.
Right.
You did this shit on an ankle monitor. The PO called you.
Not waiting till you at least was off parole is like kind of crazy to me, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know about that one, man.
Right before you did it, you were like, oh yeah, I don't have permission to be here. All right, I'll check in with y'all.
He was still on the ankle monitor from getting out of the feds, bro.
So let me rock Gucci first. Now, the judge ordered detention for 4 reasons. The weight of evidence against Pooh Shiesty is strong, that Shiesty is a danger to the community, he poses a flight risk, and that no conditions can adequately protect against those concerns. Now, the rest of the document is just basically all the legal verbiage of why he should be released. And, oh, kidnapping, it only, they got to prove this. And we don't feel like they've proved that, whatever. But let's get into the 65-page.
I mean, they might drop it down to him just pleading down to that armed robbery. I believe that for surely. He might not get charged with all the charges, but he for sure finna do like an 8-piece, 10-piece, 15-piece. And that's me just being nice. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Clapback that the feds filed. Now this is the government's response
just
to
because I fuck with
Shiesty's motion. And immediately they
but
were
if we keeping it real, man, I don't know. It's looking like a
robbery
dub or something, folks.
Confinement. Him and 8 co-conspirators perpetrated the armed kidnapping and robbery of 3 victims in a Dallas, Texas recording studio. Shiesty also leads a Memphis-based street gang referred to as the Chopper Gang. Shiesty resided in North Texas for the final months of a 63-month sentence for conspiracy to possess firearms and furtherance of violence and drug trafficking crimes in violation of the feds. Now, Memphis detective Paul Petty previously explained to the courts on May 27th regarding co-defendant Kadarius Waters. The Chopper Gang is Memphis-based clique of the Grape Street Crips that has been known to participate in homicides, robberies, carjackings, firearm offenses, narcotics trafficking. And Shiesty is the co-founder of the gang, which has close to 100 or more members. Now, maybe I just didn't know, but I wasn't aware that Pooh Shiesty was a Grape Street Crip.
Yeah, I ain't know that either.
He's just Chopper Gang, and Chopper Gang has Grape Street members. I don't know.
That's probably what it is.
Now, as part of Shiesty's sentence, he was required to reside in Frisco, Texas, and he obviously wasn't allowed to have guns, couldn't associate with people with a criminal record, couldn't consume alcohol or use controlled substances. And unless given specific permission, Shiesty was required to remain at his house, but routinely failed to abide by these conditions throughout the course of his home confinement, assisted in skirting these requirements through the help of collusive VOA employees. Investigators have now learned that Shiesty was involved in an inappropriate relationship with at least one of his VOA case supervisors, and that his VOA employee was actively—
I ain't gonna lie, like, in terms of like the streets and shit, this nigga is looked at as a guy. Like, you out on the ankle monitor, you got one of the, whoever she is, parole officer, PO, whatever, you got her, you fucking her to give you some, like, come on, man. I ain't gonna lie, in terms of street shit, like, this nigga's looked at as a guy, bro.
Involved in entering fake day passes that would allow him
but y'all see what this shit get y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, just get y'all some money, man. This street shit ain't about nothing, man. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't about nothing. Pooh Shiesty really just, I don't know, brother, ain't got it all, so. It's some niggas who don't got it all, though. Y'all gotta know that. It's some niggas who don't give a fuck about going to jail, though. But it ain't shit in that bitch gang. It's a bunch of niggas. You don't get to talk to no bitches unless you on a phone or visit. Like, you feel me? It's old with for all that. You don't get to put on no designer niggas and that motherfucker off the. They probably got one pair of Gucci shoes, but nigga, they not in that bitch. You feel me? Like, nigga, you don't get to live life. You don't get to go to no beach, nigga. You don't get to do shit. You don't get to have no kids in that motherfucker. Like, it's over with, gang. Your life is over with, gang. So it's like, you gotta know what you doing out here. Do you really want to do this shit? Like, that's what you gotta ask yourself. Do I really want to go spend 30 years in jail? Hell no, shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know me personally, I ain't trying to spend 2 days in that motherfucker. You feel me? Bro.
Travel to unapproved locations while he was supposed to be confined to his house. This misconduct extended to the day of the kidnapping itself. On that day, the employee entered 3 day passes, allowing Shiesty to travel, and contacted him 19 times over the course of the day. That person was terminated for that conduct.
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even feel bad for the bitch, cause it's like, what are you doing? Like, you that dick done, bitch? Like, you can't even blame Shiesty, shit. You can't blame Shiesty. You gotta blame us, shit. Y'all gotta get on her. You can't blame Shiesty for a bitch doing that. You can't blame her again. You can't blame him for her going and overly giving him whatever she gave him to be out there, shit. That's on them. That's on y'all, for real.
You're telling me Pooh Shiesty had Shiesty federal employees.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That were giving him fake passes so that he could leave his home confinement. So technically he had permission. It was just illegal permission to be out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was illegal, but shit, that's on y'all.
But does that fall on him? Or does that fall on the employee that was doing
fall on
things
her.
for him? But this right here is where things get crazy. This release, printed by Shiesty's dad at Staples hours before the offense, was later recovered from Shiesty's dad's emails. Gucci refused to sign, and that caused Shiesty to instruct Big 30 to bring him his bag. When he did so, he produced an AK-styled pistol described by the victims as a chopper, pointed it at Gucci's head, and repeated his demand until Gucci signed the paper. The co-defendant, DeMarcus Glover, who had entered the recording.
Oh my God. I was looking down. Gang, these niggas is on video. Shiesty, gang. You wear your J to the robbery, man. Come on with this shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? This nigga is cooked. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. All the hope I have for Shiesty, like, they don't got shit like this on Dirk, though. But Shiesty, bro, your ass is finished, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. Free Shiesty, though, for I ain't wishing jail on no nigga, gang. But from the looks of it, it's over with for that man, gang. Like, just go ahead and get ready for a cool next decade in that bitch, gang, because it's over with. You already on federal parole. Man, I didn't even just see this shit, man. They got this nigga in this motherfucker with the... Like, come on, let me grab my glee. Like, come on, man. Like, my boy Shiesty tripping. He tripped out. Why would y'all do this shit at a studio, though? Like, that don't even make sense. I would have had his ass pull up to a dead-end alley if y'all was on that. Like, this don't make no sense to me, bro. This is not making sense. Let me keep watching, though.
Room as the altercation ensued, blocked the door.
They got the video footage, man.
Now, this is
damn.
Gucci. We can see Shiesty, and this is Shiesty's dad right here holding the fucking document. So this is insane. They literally have the video of this going down, which initially we thought they didn't. We thought they didn't have this key piece of evidence, and now we're seeing they have it. Now, again, the feds are stating the weight of the evidence against Shiesty is extraordinarily strong. And this is crazy because we all thought the case could be weak. His lawyer came out and said, look, there's no video, there's no...
I'm not gonna lie, though. Me personally, though, I ain't think it was just over weak, but I did think he had a chance at beating it. But it's like the feds, bro. If the feds come, the feds just not gonna come for no weak case. Like, that don't make sense.
Guns that have been recovered. There's no jewelry that's been recovered. Like, we don't have any of this. They haven't tied my client to it. But the feds are like, nah, we got you. The brunt of Shiesty's argument in favor of his pretrial release is premised on his perception that the weight of the evidence in this case does not support detention. The fact includes the cooperation of all 5 victims and witnesses, cell phone location data, and surveillance video placing the co-conspirators at the scene, and the video that Big 30 filed of RD, Roderick Davis, aka the Gooch, in the recording room being forced to declare that Pooh Shiesty was dropped from
I don't know, man. I don't
label
know.
and released from the contract.
Y'all recorded a video, y'all. Bro, like, bro.
Called this evidence strong, and on April 8th, on a record that did not yet include the release paperwork of the video, both have now been recovered. So I don't know if Shiesty planned this prior, we don't know this, but Big 30 thought he was doing his big one by recording Gucci saying...
Obviously, they knew he was recording, bro. They wanted him to record, to act like... But, I mean, I see what they was trying to do. They was trying to have him on camera signing it, but why would y'all have him signing it with guns out? Like, what the fuck? Who gonna believe that he signed this? Like, it's obvious what y'all making him do if y'all had guns in the video. I say that y'all just had a video of Gucci Man signing the paperwork. You feel me? Like, yeah, he signed the paperwork. He signed me. Nigga, y'all in the camera with guns, bro. Like, nigga, at least chop the video up.
Hey, I'm releasing him from the contract. And this video apparently not only shows somebody with a gun and shows a little bit more than they wanted it to show. This video was recovered. Even though Big 30 apparently smashed or attempted to get rid of the phone, they were able to get it. Among other evidence, the government's case includes not one, but 5 cooperating victims and witnesses. Shiesty's motion erroneously asserts that the sum total of the government's case rests solely on a single victim, Gucci, who he further claims has now publicly recanted. Preliminary, it is telling that Shiesty provides no exhibits, evidence, context, or citations to support the repeated assertion in his filing that any victims of this offense has publicly recanted, aside from his conclusory assertions of the same. Again, this is all like legal bullshit. We know Gucci didn't recant. Gucci dropped a diss song explaining the whole fucking thing.
Nah,
so
for real,
how
though.
the fuck is anyone thinking that Gucci recanted his statement when he dropped a diss song, literally dissing Shiesty and Big 30, calling him a big flunky? In fact, the paperwork states the government is presently unaware of any statements made by any of the victims that in any way challenge the consistent narrative provided to law enforcement. And in April of 2026, after each co-conspirator had been apprehended, investigators conducted follow-up interviews with all 5 cooperating witnesses and victims. Each remained consistent with their prior accounts and reaffirmed their cooperation with the prosecution. So they're not only saying, look, we don't have any statements of any of them saying this didn't happen. They're saying, look, we doubled back and re-interviewed the victims, and all of them are saying, y'all did it. Gucci Man doubled back and told twice. He didn't just tell initially, he told again. Now, apparently they also got some cell phone text messages in this.
Niggas is going to jail, man. They got 5 witnesses. Gucci Man still telling, ain't nobody recanting no statement, ain't nobody say this ain't happened. 5 witnesses, this is probably finna be a couple niggas telling, man, this shit is a plea guilty type of situation. They got the shit on video, so even if ain't nobody ain't telling, they got it on video. Y'all with guns in there, man. So it's like, I don't.
Case, Shiesty used
y'all
the
gotta
cell
plead
phone
guilty.
to send text
Get y'all a
to
good
Gucci
deal.
coordinating the meeting.
See
He
if y'all can get
encouraged
about
Big
8
30
of them.
to capture Gucci's verbal release of contract using Big 30's cell phone, and he sent a call to arms to a group chat containing Chopper Gang members using an encrypted cell phone message application, Signal. So I just said previously, we don't know if Shiesty told 30 to do it. Apparently he did. He said, hey, you finna record this shit. And now that's one of the biggest pieces of evidence against him.
I mean, I don't think Big 30 would have just recorded it. Like, or just recording it out of nowhere is like, you done at the police. Of course he told him to record that. Like, I don't know how y'all ain't think that.
I mean, this is getting bad. We're starting to see how much evidence they have. And you got to understand, this is like watching a sports game play out, right? Or a UFC fight, right? Whoever you got winning, like, oh, I want him to win. And now you're starting to see the other team score or the other fighter whoop him. And you're like, damn, his chances of winning seem to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller because more and more and more shit are starting to come to light. But here, the feds are painting Shiesty as a violent felon, unwilling and unable to follow court-imposed rules. On the date of the kidnapping and robbery, Shiesty was still serving his 63-month sentence. The conduct behind this prosecution, subsequent conviction, was prolonged and severe and included Shiesty shooting individuals on 2 separate occasions. Shiesty and his Chopper Gang affiliates have been on law enforcement's radar since at least 2018. In December of 2019, Memphis police officers executed a search warrant at Shiesty's residence and found him sitting on a Glock 22 pistol, along with a 50-round drum magazine loaded with approximately 24 rounds, marijuana, and a bunch of money.
Ain't guns illegal in Memphis, though?
In July of 2020, Shiesty reportedly threw fireworks at a gas station and drove away and returned in the same vehicle, at which point an occupant of the vehicle shot at the gas station.
What the fuck?
So these dudes are just trying to blow shit up on some
Yeah, them boys Shopper gang for real. I ain't gonna
Grand
lie.
Theft Auto shit. Why
Like,
would you
bro,
be throwing
what?
fireworks at a gas station?
That's some dumbass
and then
shit.
shooting at it.
Yeah, that's
On
some
October
dumbass
9th of 2020, Shiesty drove a lime green McLaren with a fellow Chopper gang leader to commit an armed robbery. This was the case that he went to prison for. Shiesty ultimately shot one victim with his Draco. His fellow gang leader shot a second, and the entire incident was caught on video. If this pattern of violence was not enough, in May of 2021, while out on state bond, Shiesty shot a security guard at a club as he and his entourage were being removed from the venue. Prior to this assault, Shiesty had performed at this very club and had traveled to this performance armed. Now, Shiesty's street resume looks amazing if he's talking to the homie.
That's what I'm saying. If he talking to a nigga from the street, that shit looks amazing. You had the PO working for you. You had this and that. But in the courtroom, you are a menace to society, bro. Ain't no bonds jumping off. They finna try to hit this man with the book. Like,
but on federal papers, the shit looks fucking terrible. Now, the feds would quadruple down, saying no condition of release can protect the community or the witnesses against Shiesty from the danger he poses. The danger here is concrete. Shiesty himself has shot at least 2 people across 2 separate incidents. He leads a Memphis street gang of roughly 100 members, a gang that, as a Memphis gang detective has already testified, commits homicides, robberies, carjackings, and firearm and drug offenses. And when a business dispute did not go his way, he resolved it by luring the other side to Texas and putting a gun to a man's head. This is an individual who uses deception and violence to get his way. Shiesty is one of the top rappers of 2026 because that's what the fans like. They like to hear you're with the shit and you'll put a Drake on the Gucci's
the fans
head
for sure like that. They like that
completely
all that.
Gucci had.
They like all that in the music videos. Like, you feel me? They love that.
But if you get life plus a big 30 on top of that, they're all just gonna forget about you. They'll say free Shiesty for a couple years, and then after that, they're gonna go listen to somebody else.
Yeah.
And this is the sad reality of crashing out. While Shiesty may be a solidified gangster, this is where it takes you. And if you want to follow in these footsteps and have the reputation he has, be prepared for facing forever in federal prison, because that's what comes with it. And it's so bad that apparently one of Gucci's security guards even emailed the judge begging for Shiesty not to get released. Dear Judge, this is CW, a victim and survivor from the incident that occurred on January 10th, 2026. First,
They write
I wanna
letters
say
to the
thank you
judge.
for
It's
giving me
over
the
with.
opportunity to provide my statement and response regarding the decision at hand concerning the bond for Shiesty. I respectfully ask that Shiesty remain remanded with no bond due to the safety concerns for myself and my family.
Damn.
Shiesty was aware that I am a vested retired police officer.
Damn.
And that knowledge did not stop him from committing these actions. Because of this, I am deeply concerned about what he may attempt to do if he is released. Out of all the victims involved in this case, I am the only one who lives in Texas, and I am extremely fearful of his ability to reach me or my family if he is granted bond. His actions show a disregard for the safety and well-being of others. These alleged crimes were committed while he was already under government monitored release, which raises serious concerns for me about what would prevent him from causing further harm if given another opportunity. Prior to this incident, Shiesty was given a second chance and was granted bail/bond with monitoring conditions. Despite those conditions, he is once again accused of committing another crime that resulted in a person being shot. My wife and I are both afraid of what his mindset may be if he is released. Since the incident, I have found myself constantly watching vehicles passing by my home, worried that he or someone connected to him may attempt to harm me or my family. I have young children, and because of this fear, I have limited their ability to go outside and enjoy normal activities as they should. Judge, I respectfully ask that you consider the safety and security of my family and me when making your decision regarding bond. I believe keeping Shiesty detained is necessary to protect us and prevent further harm.
In further words, my boy Pooh Shiesty is going to jail. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's over with, gang. Like, as far as like, bro, like, I fuck with Shiesty, so I'm trying to be like, yeah, and just, well, like, I'm gonna just keep it 100, man. It's over with, man.
I'm gonna call it right now. I don't think he's ever going to be released out on bond.
Yeah, nah.
I don't think he's going to be released, I don't know, for the next 10 to 15 years. That's being nice about it. If I'm being honest, I don't think Shiesty's coming home off this case. There's 5 people saying he did it. There's now video that's been recovered. They have a shitload of evidence. I don't see how any lawyer is going to be able to dumb this shit down. And we'll just have to wait until the next update. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Yeah, man. What y'all think, man? I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, it's like Shiesty cook, man. Free Shiesty though, man. Gucci, man, you should never told, but it's like y'all should never robbed everybody else. So like, I ain't gonna say Gucci, man, you should never told Shiesty, you should never crash. Y'all both like played a part in that shit. Y'all crashed. He told Gucci, man, you was just saying you was snitch Kato. What happened, my boy? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gone, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video, man.